do you feel at this point in your career? Are you excited about what's coming next? Is that easier to hear? Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, as a fashion designer, especially emerging designer, I'm really happy to showcase in Jakarta Fashion Week for the third time. And to have our label here is such an honor, especially together with other designers, especially like for the senior one and upcoming designer. I think it's really good event to as a good platform for us to showcase our product here.
And what are you looking forward to next? Because you were just telling me before that you're quite big in America. Maybe you could tell me about your experience there and the famous people you've dressed and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Since the first time we show in Jakarta Fashion Week, we have a good response. And then a lot of people from around the world give a comment about our brand, and they're very excited about it. And one PR agency in USA contacted us and really happy to work together with us. And yeah, we already dressed up some of celebrities in Hollywood, for example, Joanna Rancic, Bella Thorne, Lucy Hale, and a lot of actresses and singers that wear our product.
So that's a really interesting point, because to become bigger in Indonesia, you have to be exposed in Hollywood first.
Yeah, it has to be very, very. It has to be very. What can I say? In our strategy, we go to hit the international market first, and once we get the attention, a lot of Indonesian will follow the trend outside Indonesia. This is our latest collection, Spring Summer 15, named Gem, inspired from gemstones. In this collection, you can see the silhouette of gemstones, which is believed that it will bring luck to the people who believes it, and also for healing. And for this collection, my favorite one is this piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's really easy to wear. You can wear it during day activity, and also for cocktail party and night.
What would you say, how would you describe your brand, your style?
Daring in its simplicity. Yeah, so you can see that our design is really simple, bold, and minimalist presentation. Yeah.
That's a great way to sum it up.
Welcome back to Berita Satu English. I'm Florence Armin on the perspective. We're in Fashion Link at the Jakarta Fashion Week 2015. Now we talk about Indonesia's identity, designer's identity. These are the things that makes the great story behind fashion.
And our unique selling point in the
point.
international market.
Exactly. And you have an interesting story behind that, how you pull together your identity. What's the story behind Patrick Owen?
Okay, Patrick Owen mission is to bridge Indonesia art, culture and tradition to the world. And we've done so for our past collections by collaborating with local artists, renowned artists who have been in the industry for a while, and also collaborated with big brands, international big brands as well. So I seized the opportunity to tap on their talent, to showcase their talent to the world by collaborating my bold prints with them. Last June or July, I went to Fashion Code in Seoul, Korea, with my Fall/Winter 14 collection that is revolving around the theme of God is Great. I highlighted a lot of ways Indonesian interacted with God. One particular work that I worked with Antoni Ismail was Tarian Kecak.
Okay.
That is from it's a Balinese dance, a form of communication interaction, with the Balinese god. So when at a distance, the print actually looks like a flower formation, but a floral formation. But when you add a detail and close look, it's actually a formation of the Tarian Kecak, the Kecak dancers. So people in Korea were really amazed, and they didn't know that Indonesia could be known as a country with so many heritage and culture.
Rich
Exactly.
heritage,
What they know was just batik,
Yeah.
and that's it. But that's not all about Indonesia. Indonesia has a lot of culture that we need to talk about, and we can showcase to them. And just that one little print and one little details that I presented to them, they were extremely amazed, and
Made
of
a
course,
huge impression.
very good impression. And it managed to attract a lot of buyers as well from China, from Hong Kong and Korea. So I decided to continue such patterns in my Spring Summer 15. This time around, I collaborated with Tatiana. We are highlighting the culture in Dayak from Kalimantan. And these print actually, this is actually what I'm doing right now. The elongated neck, the elongated ears, very colorful, vibrant culture, and then translated it into something very contemporary, so that the global consumer will be able to discern it a lot better.
It becomes more wearable.
Yeah.
And assimilate to everyday life.
Exactly.
Instead of just being a traditional culture.
Yes.
Going global, Diaz,
Yes.
has become more important because there's no denying Indonesians love their brands.
Yes.
You've mentioned this, Chanel, Louis Vuitton. The mall we have the malls to prove all that. Now,
Yes.
how can Indonesian designers or labels compete? And like you said, it's more importantly today and maybe in the next few years for them to go global.
Well, actually, Jakarta Fashion Week and also Fashion Link and also the Indonesia Fashion Forward program, we truly believe that the biggest, the most potential and the most promising market, well, potential and promising is the same thing, it's an oxymoron actually, but basically the greatest market for Indonesian fashion labels are Indonesia itself. I mean, like, as you can see, the economy here is so much vibrant than anywhere else in the world, right now. It's a huge market. However, we feel that it is very, very important for Indonesian fashion label to also gain popularity and also gain respect within the international fashion community by existing in respectable high-end retailers, multi-brand stores, department stores, so on and so forth, so that the Indonesian consumers would then put the Indonesian fashion brand at the same pedestal, at the same level as all these international brands that is out there. Like, for instance, when Saverio did his very first runway collections 3 seasons ago in Paris, which is on schedule, then what makes him different than Chanel, Lanvin, so on and so forth, that appear within the same event as well, that are being covered in the international publications as well. Like when Yosafat Di Kurniawan being written about an Italian Vogue, when Nurzara covers the Women's Wear Daily, where for the very first time ever, Muslim wear and batik covers such an important international fashion publication and highly respectable international fashion publication.
Now, do you think, let me cut you off just a little bit, on publication,
yes.
Do you think the keys also for Indonesian fashion designers or the fashion industry is to have more exposure? The media should really need to put their heads together and showcase more of Indonesian's product. It's not Indonesian products, and like you said, more than just batik and the teak wood, but the fashion itself. Do you think that's what we're lacking at the moment?
I think actually with the leading media publication in fashion, they already starts doing that. I have to give note to one of the most important fashion magazine here in Indonesia, which is Dewi Magazine. When Dewi Magazine did a report, they did their trend report, did their fashion story, even when they do their fashion spread photo shoot. They always mix together local fashion label and high-end fashion labels seamlessly in an Indonesian perspective. By doing that, of course, the readers then, would make that connection. And not only Dewi Magazine, like other fashion publication that is franchised from other publications abroad, like L'Officiel Indonesia, Elle Indonesia, Harper's Bazaar Indonesia. I have to basically say that they are also doing this type of thing. So I guess in the froth, like in the top end of the fashion publications, it is already happening.
It's happening.
It is happening. So that's what we're hoping that,
it trickles down.
It trickles down. Like Patrick's pieces have been seamlessly mixed with all the international fashion brands that are out there.
Now, besides a Fashion Forward, Fashion Link, and although the programs, you won. Patrick, the new Australia Indonesia Centre Young Fashion Designer Award. Congratulations.
That's right. Thank you, thank you.
Now, I'm sure that will boost your career in the fashion industry in the future.
Yes.
However, do you feel like there's enough support from the media, publications on Indonesian fashion in general, and your own product specifically?
Definitely yes. I mean, Dewi Magazine has been using my clothes for in the fashion spread and featuring me, giving me a lot of articles. In fact, I've got tons of magazines that gave me a lot of exclusive pages, like 10 pages just for Patrick's Owen products. And on top of that, I've been appearing in a lot of covers. My clothes has been appearing in a lot of covers as well for the magazine for the past 2 years. To highlight that, I guess, Elle Magazine has put Lindsay Lohan, a Hollywood celebrity, in my spring-summer collection as well, on their cover. So the local media, it's extremely rigorous in supporting local designers.
Okay, that's good at that. So what is it in you winning this new scholarship, which means it gives you more boost and support and confidence in moving your design forward? But personally, how important has it been for you to be having these initiatives and programs backing you up with your designs and moving forward?
Well, fashion is a business. That's what that is what Indonesian Fashion Forward has been highlighting and emphasizing to all of the designers as well. It is very important, not just because of the fund the prize that I got from the award from AIC, but the connection, the network as well that I will be exposed to. This coming 4th of December, I'll be popping into Melbourne. Not for fashion show yet. It's to meet and greet buyers, fashion councils, the ministry, so that when I showcase in March 2015, I wouldn't be a stranger to all of them anymore. So in terms of not just monetary value, but the network exposure that I'll be gaining from Australia and the team and Femina Indonesian Fashion Forward and tons of other articles that might be popping up because of this whole award. It's valuable. It's so invaluable.
So basically, what Patrick will be doing in Melbourne Fashion Festival, he would go there as a brand to do business. So he's not going to appear as a cultural project to represent it. No, he's not. I mean, like he goes there to trade.
When he sells his products.
Exactly. Like when we would bring Indonesia Fashion Forward designer and starting with Patrick, is that we would brought them as businesses, as brands to do trade, to penetrate the Australian market. Because again, at the end of the day, Jakarta Fashion Week is a trade event, whereas the commodities just so happens to be fashion. And the way we presented it, it's glamorous, it's more lively, but it's a trade event. We're no different than any of those furniture makers, coal makers, exactly, other trade expos that is happening right now.
Now, Besides Patrick Owen as a rising star, we have Peggy Hartanto, who Berita Satu English have been putting a highlight on for her design, for her breakthrough to the global fashion industry, and whose design have been gracing the red carpet of Hollywood to the TV screens. And right after this.